Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. I am Dave Juskow. I'm here with Mike Suarez. It is September 10th, 2024. And for some reason, like an idiot, I left my sound on. But this is so I can read the chat. And again, nice to see Marcy. Hello, Anonymous. And great to see everybody. It's a beautiful day in New York City. An absolute picture-perfect day, as every September 10th and 11th is, unfortunately. It's a true remembrance of September 11th, 2001, which might have been one of the prettiest days, picture-perfect blue sky days I've ever seen. But all September is like that, and I notice it every time, and then it makes me think of September 11th, 2001, which is why I am not leaving the house tomorrow, because I've already seen police activity in my neighborhood. I don't want to have any trouble. I don't want any nonsense. I don't want to be like, what the hell is going on here? Like, it's September 11th, asshole. Anywho, welcome to the show, everybody. So nice to see everybody today. This is the Comedy Cellar Show, and I just want you to know that the Comedy Cellar down in the West Village of New York City is one of the finest clubs you could ever go to. It's the best comedy club in the country. I proved that myself with my own show on my birthday. But it's more than that. Do you realize that if you came down tonight for the regular 7:30 show that can happen any day, every day, the original club, the McDougal Street Club, you would see a show, and you can still do it. You can get on the standby line because it's always sold out. You would see Chris DeStefano, Andrew Schultz, and Dave Attell in the same show. That's incredible. You're not going to find that at 7:30 anywhere else. It's a miracle. At 7:35 at the bar, no, that's not right. At 10:30 tonight, Mark Norman has a show here every Tuesday at 10:30. We don't talk about that much. It's his hot soup show, and I think it's mostly like new material. Comics come on, they can do new material. Tonight, he's got Ricky Velez and Taylor Williamson, who I don't care for, but some of you might. He was on America's Got Talent. He used to flirt with Heidi all the time. I'm feeling that might have been the Natterman year. That's why I didn't like him, but I'm not positive. But he's on the show today, and those of you who love seeing comics from those game shows, he's here tonight because they also use Gary Vidar, right? Isn't that his name?
Yes.
Who I do like a lot, and he was on that show too. So that's super, super fun. In Vegas, Rondell Sheridan, the legend of Rondell Sheridan, and Brian Scalaro will be in the Vegas room with our friend Mark Coco Cohen.
Corey in the house, right?
Huh?
From Corey in the house?
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah, I was trying to think. Well, he was on a Disney show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Rondell Sheridan, right.
Wait, no. Yeah. He was like making sure it's another guy.
Yeah, I can remember. I remember he got a Disney show. We were all
from Corey in the
for
house,
him, but we're all laughing at him too, just as people would if I got a Disney show. They're like, "Wow, I wonder if they know what kind of a pervert he is." Folks. Anyway, it's so wonderful to see everybody again a week late, and nice to see you all on the chat room. Let me introduce my guest today. We've had him on the show multiple times because he's our favorite. See, I love Gary Vidar. Anonymous says, we love having him on, usually the Oscar shows. He's a joy to be around anyway, even when we're not doing the Oscars. I'm not exactly sure why I don't have him on more often, because I guess I'm just thinking the Oscars, well, we're not doing that, so it's a thing. But now, the fact that we could even get him is a miracle. The creator of maybe one of the greatest Twitter feeds of all time that are called X, from Liza Minnelli Outlives, which I talk about all the time on this show because I love this guy, Scott Gorstein, everybody.
Hello. Good to be here again.
It's so nice to see you. Marcy says, hello, Scotty.
Hello.
Everybody from this show loves, Anonymous said, that's how I found out James Earl Jones died. Me too. Yesterday. Your site, well, you didn't know? Wait a minute. Whoa. No, Scotty, again, I'm so happy to have you. We've been friends for a long, long time. But this site is the greatest.
Thank you.
And I also want people to know that this is not an ironic site. This is a deep love of Liza. There's no jokes involved. This is like, he's just saying, hey, Liza's a living legend.
Always.
And look, right. Always. And look at what how long she's been around
and how long she will always be around.
and how long she will
Right.
always be around.
Right.
And of course, yes.
But sometimes there's jokes. If I can make the tweet and the news item that I'm talking about into a joke, I'll try to do that. But many times you can't. Like yesterday with James Earl Jones, it's not about a joke. You know,
No, and
we're going to honor him by putting him up on the Twitter.
And I don't think there's any comparison with the two. Like I don't think they ever worked together.
No, I don't think so. And I rarely ever make those connections about
Yes,
like
you don't,
Liza's
right?
career.
But I think about that all the
Yeah,
time.
no, I don't.
think about that all the time. In fact, last week, this is the weirdest thing, right, Mike? You remember we were showing pictures of Harrison Ford in Clear and Present Danger,
Right?
Which is also with James Earl Jones.
Okay.
And I said, when these two guys worked together before this, and we were showing Star Wars, even though we know it's a different actor in the costume, but how 20 years later they were working together again,
right?
In a way, and I love that kind of stuff. But what I was just thinking is that James Earl Jones, obviously he did a lot of theater work, but he was in 1977. Liza was just 5 years off her Oscar.
Mhm.
I just think about things that way. They've both been around a long time and are completely respected.
Oh yeah.
In the theater world and the movie world. Isn't she also an EGOT winner as well, right?
Yes, there's just an asterisk next to her Grammy because she has a Grammy Living Legend Award as opposed to a competitive Grammy. That's about it.
The album Liza with a Z did not get a Grammy,
Correct.
but it was nominated.
But it does not
An
have
asterisk. If they're putting an asterisk near somebody as incredible as Liza, why don't they put an asterisk near Barry Bonds' stupid home run thing and he was clearly on steroids? Why can't we do that? I mean, why are they picking on Liza?
No one's picking on Liza, and Liza, of course, is an EGOT winner, and that's
that's the way
let's
she
just
is
leave
in
it at
our
that.
minds.
Yeah,
Exactly.
of course.
Meanwhile, my sister just went to see Cabaret on Broadway with Eddie Redmayne, and said what it's missing is not just Liza, but it's missing people that can sing.
Oh, well, the Broadway show Cabaret is so much different from the movie Cabaret. There's practically no comparison, really.
Right.
So,
I'm just saying, we were talking about it last week. She's like, I need Liza. We all need Liza in our life.
Well, listen, Liza in Cabaret, the movie, is one of the greatest performances of all time.
Well, it's true because she did win the Oscar for it.
Yes,
and she beat out all the people in The Godfather. Well, so did Joel Grey, which is a miracle in itself.
Well, Liza wasn't up against any actresses.
Diane Keaton was not, or Talia Shire. None of those two were nominated.
They might
Are
have
you
been
sure?
Best Supporting.
Right.
Yeah.
Who was she against that year?
I do remember. Oh, well, the big competition was Diana Ross for Lady Sings the Blues. And then Maggie Smith, I want to say Travels with My Aunt. I can't remember. Liv Ullmann.
No.
Okay.
These people are horrible.
I think I'm forgetting one. Listen, I'm just very grateful for me more than anything that she did win the Oscar because that win has meant everything to me personally.
Do you feel, and I know that's true for you, you're not just saying that, do you feel that because she had a body of work that they gave it to her, it's not just for the performance, but more like who she is and what she represents and the fact that she represented Hollywood at that time? Her mother was royalty.
I know. I understand the question.
Kind of like Jamie Lee Curtis won last year for a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Different. Liza Minnelli as Sally Bowles in Cabaret is one of the greatest performances ever committed to film, if not the. So she has to have the Oscar.
Well, Timothy Chalamet hasn't won yet, so you might have to change.
And he should have had it. Don't you agree, my dear friend Dave, for Call Me By Your Name? Remember, he was nominated for Best Actor.
I know, but that one bothers me. Oh, here we go. Diana Ross, Maggie Smith, Cicely Tyson. You got them all right except for Cicely Tyson.
Yeah, I got Cicely.
Oh, you
wrong.
did get her.
No, I forgot to say that.
That's
one.
a good picture of her on the bottom there. This Marlon Brando, is he? Let's look at Best Supporting for a second.
It'll be right under that.
Yeah, Butterflies Are Free. I don't even know who that is. So none of the chicks were from The Godfather, but Shelley Winters for the Poseidon Adventure. That's great.
Yeah, but Jeannie Berlin, of course, and Heartbreak Kid. That's just incredible.
I don't know who that is, and I've never seen the Heartbreak Kid Charles Grodin version.
That's what Elaine May's daughter.
Oh,
of course you know this.
That's Elaine. Is she still alive?
Yes,
because Elaine May's still alive.
Thank God.
I think she's doing something.
I think she
But
might
look
be
at
writing
that
a book.
Best Supporting Actor is the
Okay.
most famous thing ever. Look at that. James Caan, Robert Duvall, and Al Pacino all lost out. They canceled each other out. And Joel Grey was able to
Don't forget
beat
Eddie
them.
Albert.
Yeah, Eddie Albert.
And Eddie
He
Albert.
didn't have a chance. He had no chance.
But I just one thing about the Heartbreak Kid, it's a very famous movie that's never available. No one's seen it in a million years, and that was directed by Elaine May. I think it's
Wait,
Elaine May.
The Heartbreak Kid was directed by Elaine May?
I believe so.
I know she directed A New Leaf. I didn't know she did another one. Directed by Elaine May. Look at that. Oh, I didn't even know that was Neil Simon.
Yeah.
I know Sybil Shepherd's in that. Boy, do I know.
But-
And Mrs. Roper.
But no one has seen the movie in a million years. It's just not available,
That's
and
interesting.
it's like a legendary movie. I'm dying to see
Maybe
it
people
myself.
are angry at Charles Grodin. So anyway, with this, first, well, let's just ask, what made you think to do this, make this account?
Not a lot, just a lot of fun, a writing exercise more than anything. Just an experiment, maybe just to keep, how do I get her name out there on a regular basis? Just an experiment, you know, at first.
And I will say that the way you write, the way it says, I have it.
Liza
written
Minnelli
down.
has outlived. Well, they all have to start the same way.
I know, but the way you write it, the way like hurt, you know, somebody's time in this or whatever. It is, as you say, a writing exercise.
Yeah.
It's very well written.
Thank you.
In a very fun, playful way. But so I just found out about Sergio Mendes the other day from you.
Yeah.
I found out about the Queen dying from you, and it's
2
not
years
just
ago.
me, right? 2 years ago, I found out about Henry Kissinger
Through me.
like through you, and it's not just me. People are recognizing this now, and today only, I guess, as I was doing the research,
Mhm.
which I did not hear, I found out about Oasis today.
Oh, that's a good
I did
2 weeks.
not hear about that. That was 2
getting
weeks
back
ago.
together. Yeah.
I never thought that would happen. This is like pot being legal.
Wow.
I never thought I'd see the day.
I'm surprised you haven't heard about that, only because it's a couple weeks old. Well, that got broken in the British papers, and I started looking at the story, and I noticed that no American outlet had written about it yet. It was a Sunday
Oh,
afternoon.
so you did break the news on that.
Well,
You were close.
No, but maybe I did in America, if you know what
That's
I
what
mean.
I'm saying.
Because
That's
the
what I'm saying.
I was not finding any type of American mention of this supposedly getting back together. So I quickly put something together, and I think I probably did about maybe 10,000 likes for that one.
Well, now you're at 1 million followers, and that
No, I'm not. I
I
have
saw 1 million.
No, I have 127,000 followers.
I thought
So
it
no,
was
you know,
1 point something.
you know what you're thinking of is sometimes if it's a really big tweet, it's like 1 million impressions.
Oh, I see. I
like
see.
when the Queen passed away, it was 4 million impressions or 7 million impressions.
Meanwhile, I'm burying the headline.
Oh.
Which is, you know what I'm going to say. I mean, on I think it was June something 16th or something like that.
Yeah.
When Scott here unbelievably broke the news that President Biden was stepping down and beat all the other New York Times, CNN. He did this Liza Outlives account, beat out everyone.
I had a lot of luck on my side that day.
But still,
I had a lot of luck.
It's the best. I cannot tell you how happy it made me, because I love your site. I love you. I love my T-shirt that you gave me. And everybody here knows I talk about this all the time on the show, your site, and how funny it is, and great and informative. And now it is a bona fide news source. It's incredible what you have done.
God, I hope so.
No, it's a fact.
Yeah,
if you break a story like that, this isn't just the Queen dying, which in America, but I mean, this is huge news. This is the kind of news that, like, I wonder that will be in school books, like, because you have to say, like, well, you know what happened when the Washington Post broke that Richard Nixon was resigning. I mean, it's that big. You knew before anyone knew that this crazy thing that had, I don't know, maybe never happened before in the presidential, how many presidents there's been.
Never happened, and perhaps, I guess. And what was so great about me, I guess, just getting it out quickly. I'm not going to say breaking the news, but getting it out quickly is that I've been recognized for doing so.
It's the best that you've been
by John Oliver tonight.
Yep, John Oliver.
And then
last week tonight.
Last week tonight with John
HBO,
Oliver. They opened their show with my tweet.
I know.
And then
the New York Times.
No.
I saw the New York Times said that. Oh no, you trumped the New York Times, and that's what the people were talking.
No, it was
about.
the Daily Beast who did an article.
No, I know that too. But I'm saying I've seen other stuff besides the Daily Beast where they have said you beat the New York Times.
Listen, I'm a guy who's addicted to Twitter with not much of a life, so I could get this shit out there quickly.
It's incredible. You also, I believe, broke the story of Kamala Harris being the replacement. No, wasn't that the story where you were on Fire Island and? No,
I was very nervous that she was going to name her VP pick.
Oh, is that what it was?
So I literally left Fire Island because I knew it was going to be within 24 hours. It had to be because she had a Philadelphia appearance with the VP pick. And I'm like, I have to just be holding my phone at all times. And out on Fire Island,
there's not a lot of service,
don't have
right?
A lot of service. And I'm like, I'm out of here.
And so you left to make sure you broke the story.
I left my vacation early just to make sure I was on time.
And that's the best, is that you followed up this almost life-changing tweet with another one.
We did about 16,000 likes for Tim Walz. But, it wasn't as monumental as far as news is concerned as Biden.
No, of course.
That's why the Biden was.
No, but to at least you weren't a one, thing, like there hasn't been a, breaking news like that yet. Right. Again, but that's pretty good that you followed up with it. And that was also covered by a lot of the media that you covered, that you broke it again.
Maybe.
And it's what's the matter with you? Why don't you just say, thank you, David. Thank you for believing in me all these years.
Thank you. Yes.
But, So what, how do you do this? I know you say you're by your phone, but like, how do you get the first, like with the president one, how did you work it before anyone else?
Well,
in this day and age, how does a guy like you, no, I'm talking about you and me being a little older. Sorry, I don't
I'm younger.
You look incredible though.
Thank you. And I'm younger.
And you work out, you take care of yourself. So you look good. And in fact, all you and Alan and all the guys we know, you all look good. Like you all take care of yourself.
Alan looks good.
I think he looks incredible. No, not as good as you, but he's,
okay.
It's still, he's in shape.
Oh,
I'm talking about myself not being in shape. Okay. Anyway, I'm making fun of myself. But we're not the age where this happens to, as we know, to social media. So what is your process to do something like this?
It's a lot of all of the above. First of all, as you know, I've been working in media for decades in New York. So I'm a publicist.
You were like the Samantha before there was a Samantha.
That's funny.
On Sex and the City.
Well, that's true, I guess. But I just know a lot of people, and everyone's giving me little hints and tip-offs, and sometimes I'm just following the right person. So there's no one answer to that, and just I have a lot of little tricks up my sleeve.
Yeah, I know, but that's great. And that's what is supposed to happen. It's like, I don't want to bring it up again, but it's like, it just reminds me of that Mary Tyler Moore episode. And I know you'll know.
Okay.
And I bring it up sometimes, where they go to Washington, D.C., Mary and Lou.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Mary, I'm going to show you the best time. I used to run this town. And remember, everybody he knows is dead. He can't get a reservation at the restaurant. Dabney Coleman comes in. He goes, well, sometimes you got to just know who to talk to. And he gets a reservation because he's a young senator at the time. And Mary's like, he's like, come on out. And he's like, no, Mary, stay. I'm going to show you a good time. And she goes, but Mr. Grant, I want to go out. So they leave. She comes back. She's like, you just stayed here all night? He's like, well, I had some friends over. Like, oh, like who? Well, the president and his wife were here, President Ford. And she's like, oh, right. And then Betty Ford calls because Gerald left his pipe on the thing, and she doesn't believe it's Betty Ford was actually on the show.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was a big thing, right? So she's like, oh, sure. She doesn't believe that it's Betty Ford because there's no FaceTiming.
Yeah.
And so it's great that the guy who had the experience, really did know the top people. And that's the way I'm feeling with you. Your journalistic skills that you've put together for the past 30 or 40 years have paid off. And you've taught those young punks a lesson in respect. Stop it. Take the credit. And because it's awesome. And, it's like, I feel that way too. It's like sometimes we reach a certain age, and I am older than you, but, it's like, people are like, how do you know all these people? Especially with comics and stuff like that. I teach students. They're like, how do you know all these people? I'm like, I am older than you guys. If you don't know all these people at this time, you've done something wrong.
True.
Especially if you've lived in New York City.
I know everyone.
Right. You do. I know everybody too. And not just from comedy or entertainment, from other people, newspapers. And that's the other thing, Scott. You are a really good journalist. And maybe you won't take credit for it, but what you're doing is now journalism, and maybe you didn't do that in the past,
right?
But that's I don't think you went to school for that, did you?
No,
we went to the same college together.
Ithaca.
You've heard of Cornell, the school right next door. I always do the gag. I'm like, where are you from? I go, you ever hear of Cornell University? And people are like, sure. And I'm like, right next to that is a small liberal arts college. So I'd always wanted to be a journalist, but I never thought I could be. My writing skills are horrible. I mean, AI is a dream. Anyway, but they've always been bad. And then Maxim magazine came out, and I got very lucky in the sense that the magazines changed so I could write the way I talk. Before Maxim came out, there's no way I'm writing an article in U.S. News and World Report or Time Magazine. I don't have the structure. I don't know how to use commas. So I got lucky, but boy, it was fun going on assignments and pretending to be a journalist.
So, did you introduce me to Greg Gutfeld? Is that
no? I don't think I did.
Oh, because I remember, because wasn't Greg the publisher or editor?
No,
of Maxim.
Wait. No. There was a different guy who was dating Marilyn Manson's ex, the one who started the Me Too movement. Rose McGowan. That guy was the editor of Maxim, and he was at Steve Perrine's wedding. That's where I met Rose McGowan.
You're absolutely right. That's who I was thinking of. Yeah. Steve. I was thinking of Steve.
Yes,
okay, of course. I was thinking of Steve just now.
So yes, I definitely might have introduced you to him, or Alan did, or something.
Right.
So.
I don't know why I was thinking of Greg, but I think I met. But did Greg also work at the magazine at one point?
It makes sense, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I just know. I mean, it does make a lot of sense that a guy like that would work at Maxim.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've told all these guys 100 times. Now they all work at AARP magazine. They've called me and said, "Can you do an assignment?" My assignments used to be,
great.
"Hey, what are the 10 hottest au pairs in Washington D.C.?" And now they're like, "Bursitis or arthritis? What's the difference?"
What's hotter?
But it's fun. Okay, so the Daily Beast, yes, did this. Laura Wheatman Hill did an article on Scott. I can call you Scotty, right?
Either one.
That's why sometimes you always go by Scott. So I love calling you Scotty.
Of course, I don't care.
I don't know about you. Sometimes you get upset about stuff, so I don't know. Anyway, she writes, the fastest cowboy in social media newsland isn't the New York Times or even the Associated Press. It's none other than Liza Minnelli Outlives on Twitter. When I awoke on this fine Tuesday, the first thing I did was check the Liza Outlives account, which I also do when I wake up. Sure enough, they broke the news of Kamala Harris's vice president pick. Rachel, this is before all this happened. You've been getting when Rachel Sim of the New Yorker magazine did a piece in 2021.
Yes.
And that's when people knew something was happening. You were onto something. And that's 3 goddamn years ago. Only a year ago, the Philadelphia Inquirer picked up on, and this is before you broke this incredible story. So these people were like, this guy's got something going on. He's going to hit it. You don't do an article on somebody unless you think they're up to something interesting.
All credit to Rachel at the New Yorker.
Here he goes, who giving all credit.
No, I for recognizing the account when it first started taking off. I had it for about 6 months roughly before it started taking off. And I could tell who was following me and I could see which journalists, and she was following me, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I have a journalist from the New Yorker following me. And then when she reached out to me weeks later to see if I'd be interested to speak with her, I wasn't that surprised because she'd been following me.
Right.
And then, I mean, they did an article on me in the New Yorker. That's just,
It was incredible.
It's
yeah.
mind blowing.
And a good picture of Liza in that front cover. It's just a good picture of her. You know, some people could be dicks and they could put on the pictures you don't want to see. You know, if they're looking for trouble, trying to make you look foolish or something. I'm just saying.
No,
but I love,
cool.
I love the attention you're getting. It is making me so happy. It is making all these people in this chat room who are excited about seeing you. And I get a week late saying, I can't believe I haven't been following it until now. Anonymous says, has Liza ever taken a bad picture? She's saying, has Liza ever taken a bad picture?
No, got it. But just one more thing
This
about
is the
the
chat room.
articles. I have an article coming out, I believe, in about a week. Fast Company just interviewed me about a week ago, the website, about
because now everybody's interested. Where were they? I was having you on the show all the time.
That's
We were
true.
promoting Liza Outlive because I thought it was genius then.
That's
true. Well, I got more to say about that in the slides coming up.
Yeah.
Just right now, just to switch topics, I went to, and we're going to make football picks in a second, which is
great.
I know, but I love having you here for that. It makes me so happy. Last year, the guests won. And what do we have? 18 weeks. 17 of them didn't know anything about football and they won the whole season.
Got it.
So nobody knows. These guys that get paid millions of dollars, they have no idea what's going on. So that's great to hear people just picking, like, I like the colors, I like whatever, I like the animals, the mascots. Anyway, last night I went to get wings at my favorite place, Gruffy Duffy's on 45th and 10th, where I go for Monday Night Football. And the Jets were playing last night. Now, I don't know whether you know about this, but goddamn, Disney and DirecTV are feuding.
Yeah.
And they have taken off ESPN. So none of the bars yesterday had ESPN. So these guys, these poor fucking guys that are working here at a bar, hashing wings out, or, you know, slinging hash wing style, which are disgusting. You know, working at a wing place is gross. Watching people and then picking up the bones, also bartending. They were losing customers left and right because people were like, I came here to watch the Jets. It was a huge game. Didn't work out well for me, but everybody wants to see the first Monday night. It's a huge place for that. It's a sports bar. People were walking out.
And Aaron Rodgers' first game.
Right.
Okay.
Well, technically second game.
You know what I mean.
I do. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, so people were walking. We stayed because we love these guys and we wanted to support them, but it was difficult because I wanted to watch the game. Normally, I couldn't care less, but they couldn't put. They had the game on, but only on select TV, so it wasn't on everything. They usually have it on everything, and the sound is on. They could not put the sound on, and people just kept leaving. All because Disney. You know, it's not DirecTV's fault. It's Disney being mean. And this is really bad to do. How do you not realize what you're doing to people scraping by and bartending? They were so upset last night. I've known these guys for a long time, and you could see it in their faces. They were upset. Like the owner, I saw him there. He was just like watching people leave, coming in and leaving, wanting their money back or whatever.
Did the patrons like yourself, why did you think they would have it on TV if it's not available in this area right now?
I didn't know. Okay. I hadn't heard about it till last night, and I bet you a lot of people didn't hear about it. I didn't hear about it, so I don't have DirecTV.
You're not a DirecTV.
I have Verizon, so I never heard about it,
Same.
and so I never even thought about it. And then when I saw my friend Tommy, the bartender, you know, he knew I was coming the first day. He goes, "Dave, we got some bad news for you." It said, you know, DirecTV and Disney are fighting. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? I didn't expect the conversation to start that way. I thought he was going to be like, "I'm quitting. This is my last day," you know. Like, so Disney and DirecTV have a contract, and I'm like, where are you going with this? I never expected that, so that really pissed me off. Meanwhile, Disney is also, I read today, denying special theme park passes to disabled children. So this organization has really gone downhill.
But Dave, are those kids really going to enjoy the the rides if they can't ride
No,
on them.
of course not.
So maybe Disney's making the right decision.
Also, a lot of reasons
Right.
for those things are because people taking advantage of it who were not.
You're absolutely right. I was just trying to make Disney look foolish, but you are correct. That is why they did it. But I'm just so angry at Disney last night to ruin I had been planning this for 3 months since the schedule came out.
Yeah.
That on September 9th, I was going to this bar and my friend was coming and we are going to get there at 7 to get the good seats.
And who were these Jets playing?
The San Francisco 49ers.
The 49ers.
Do you know what the dispute is, Dave?
No.
Basically, DirecTV doesn't want to carry all of Disney's channels. They only want to carry some of their channels. And Disney's like,
So it's even more spiteful for them to take off ESPN then.
Yeah.
Right, but it's also the thing they make subscribers do. It's like you can't pick which channels you want.
Right.
They make you take all of them. So they don't want to do what they're making their subscribers do, even though the subscribers would want those channels. So they don't want to pay for stuff that they're making,
That is so, yeah, I told you.
They're both sides are bad guys, is what I'm saying.
I guess. Why should DirecTV be forced to take all the channels? I mean,
because that's how it works.
I guess. Well, yeah, I guess both sides are bad. I just, I'm just mad at the whole thing. It was really, we're going back there, maybe not next week because we're older. Can't do it every week. I can't have 16 wings every week. I used to have 20. But, we'll go back in 2 weeks. I wonder if it'll be over. Where we're going to go. And you know what's weird? The Jets were playing for my whole life. If they're on Monday Night Football or the national game, they always have them on Channel 11. There was always, you had to have them on a local station, and they didn't do that this time, which is weird. Usually when the local teams are playing on cable, they always made sure that people that didn't have cable could still watch the game.
Even recently?
Yeah. That I was surprised even recently. Yeah, that was the weird part. I'm like, who doesn't have cable? And now nobody has cable, so it's even weirder. I mean, everybody's streaming. So, I want to get rid of my cable so bad, but I'm afraid this time of the year with the NFL that I don't know why I need it. I don't know.
I don't want to get rid of cable because I want a DVR. I love having a DVR.
Well, somebody told me with the YouTube package, they have a DVR. And that gives you all the channels.
I'm literally writing that down.
Yeah, because my friends got it, and I saw it, and it's pretty good. I love the DVR too.
Because
I'm the last one, and probably you maybe, that still watches network television. I'll watch Ghosts or something on CBS, like sitcoms and stuff like that.
Well, I have to.
Oh, you do too?
Of course.
Oh,
I love the 6:30 news.
I do too. What's
David
the matter
Muir.
with us? What is the matter with us? Who the fuck watches local news anymore? No one.
No, I actually don't watch local.
Oh, you watch the national 6:30.
National.
Oh,
yeah, 6:30.
Yeah. Which channel do you watch?
Oh,
Lester Holt?
it doesn't matter. I do love Lester. I
just
love
watched
David
Lester Holt
Muir.
yesterday.
I love.
Oh,
yeah, I love
we
that.
are old.
I'll watch anything like that.
All right, Mike.
Yeah. Well, real quick, also they can also just do a lot of those games on ESPN Plus, which is just
that's how they were able to stream it, but they couldn't get the sound through the cable.
Oh, yeah,
They did get us the game so we could watch them, but they had the music playing the whole time. It was really bad, but we love those guys, and we let it go. Can we play the football picks theme?
Yes, we can.
Am I going to look up here for?
Eventually.
Okay.
First, we have a theme. Show last week's the number one thing I gave you. This is last week for the total package, which is me, Mike, Nick, and Marcy from the chat room.
All right.
And I did not do well. I don't mind telling you. There it is.
Okay.
I did the worst, actually, and Nick did the best. And as you can see, the purple.
You're first.
Yeah, I'm first. And the purple means it was a push, and it's not very good.
That's how green mean win?
Starting. Yeah, well, green means you have gone past 500. That you had a winning week. Oh, green means win. Sorry, I meant the numbers at the bottom. Yes, green is a win, red is a loss, and purple's a push. All right, Mike,
3 in a week though. That's kind of weird.
What?
3 pushes in 1 week.
I know. It was a strange week.
I don't know what push means.
It means they tied. So if the Seahawks were favored by 6, they only won by 6. So it means there's nobody won, nobody lost.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's a tie. It's a tie.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. And Mike, what is the results from the celebrity top 5? Our celebrity last week being Mr. Nick Griffin. There it is. I sucked again. You can see the tie means a tie, so that one is not counted. Mike was smart in betting San Francisco.
There's Taylor Swift.
Well, yes, because she, whenever KC is playing, we put her up there. And that's why I actually, who did I have?
I would like to speak about her at some point, if we may.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Well, we always talk about her when we're talking about the Chiefs.
Yeah.
The Eagles were easy. The Chiefs were easy. And obviously, I totally had the Rams, and that was a last-minute problem that they actually covered that spread. That was incredible.
It was.
All right, so let's move on to this week and make our picks. There will be 5 games we were making our picks for. And with you today, Scotty Gorstein joining us. I put a nice picture of you and Liza together.
Okay.
That I think you're going to like. It's a very pleasant picture.
That was at the 25th anniversary of Cabaret at the Ziegfeld, and we were doing the press line right there.
Oh, well, I know you looked good.
Were you there that night?
No, I was not.
Oh,
I wish I was.
I most likely invited.
Is the Dolphins game not a bit? Oh yeah. You know what? Because a week late's right. They won by 3. I don't know why I had them, but that 6 might be wrong. It was a push everywhere else. I might have fucked it up. I'll look into that. Maybe that line went down during the day.
So the first
You're
game of the week
absolutely
is
right,
Thursday.
Did Elon not win last week?
Did what?
Did Elon not win last week now?
No, he definitely won.
Yeah, I'm just playing.
Elon won our regular pool.
Yeah.
Everybody. And from last year, he won the whole thing. He's starting again. All right, so we're starting from Thursday night. We have the Miami Dolphins against the Buffalo Bills. The quarterback for the Bills is very handsome. I like him, Josh Allen. I have already thought I'm taking the Dolphins.
I don't know if will there be any arrests before this game.
See, it's amazing that you know that. That's what a good journalist you are. You know nothing about sports. You love Liza, and yet you knew about the Tyreek Hill incident. Isn't that fascinating?
I thought his name was Tyreek Mill, but whatever.
Yeah. So, what is the story with that? Do you know the full story on that?
I did see.
Is it a complete racial profiling, or was there something else to it? I didn't.
The cops really got mad at him when he wouldn't roll his window back down.
Well,
and
that is bad.
I think he was on the phone with his manager. I'm sure his agent actually.
It's weird though in Miami that you don't know the star wide receiver though.
Well, they found out who it was, and then they let him go.
Yeah, I know because I bet on him to score a touchdown, and thank God he was playing. I had read that he was arrested. I'm like, what happens to my bet? But the other 2 happened.
But there's the photo of him lying on the
I saw. I
ground.
couldn't believe it. That's
surrounded by cops.
That is not going to be good. Yeah, traffic violation.
And you could see the stadium in the background.
That's
like,
great. I haven't seen that.
He's
yet.
like a block away.
Wow. Well, that's why he was speeding there. He was late. But that's like you're allowed to speed to the game when you're Tyreek Hill. What's the matter with the cops?
And then he scored.
Yeah. Oh, he totally. He won me $300 on a $25 bet.
And he scored.
Yeah, he scored. Score. All right, Mike. I know you're picking the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Ha ha. I know Mike pretty well at this point because he's from Miami.
My turn?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I'm going with the Dolphins, yeah.
Scotty's also going with the Dolphins because in your face, coppers. And you know how I like the cops, but this was unacceptable. And what is everybody picking in the chat room? I see Marcy says Miami. I see a week late says Miami. So let's go with Miami. We're across the board, a sweep. It's only -2. I know those lines are correct. It's possible again a week late. I got those first week lines from 3 weeks before that. I might not have checked. So let's go with the big San Francisco win, unfortunately, yesterday, and a big Vikings win over the Giants on Sunday. I'm going all in on San Francisco to, that the Vikings are a flash in the pan. Sam Darnold, come on. I can't. I'm going San Francisco. That's -6 points, means they'll win by a touchdown. Yeah, Mike.
Mike?
What did they win? How bad did they beat the Jets?
The San Francisco?
Yeah.
They beat them by a lot. That score isn't even conducive of how they got a beat down. They won by about 30 technically, but scored a late garbage touchdown.
Cool. I'll go with them as well.
I'm going with the Vikings because of Tim Walz.
Brilliant. See, that's how you play the game, Mike. That is how you play.
I mean,
smart.
there's
I love
momentum
There
with
is.
Harris Walz.
All right.
So.
I'm all in. That's a great reason. Look, Aunt Judy's going with San Francisco. Anonymous says, if you're going to San Francisco, put some flowers in your hair.
The song.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know it.
Yes, you do. You've heard the song a billion times.
What song is it?
Oh God, it's one of the this.
Anonymous says Tim Walz is so boring. Well, Kamala's got personality.
Tim Walz is America's dad.
What is the chat room pick? It sounds like
San Francisco.
Oh,
all the way.
All right, here are the stupid Jets. I'm picking them. That's not even a thing. You have Mini Pearl there. That's Mini Pearl.
Yeah, but what's the other team though?
The Tennessee Titans. They're in Tennessee. They're in Nashville.
I didn't even know there was a Tennessee Titan.
Exactly. They used to be the Houston Oilers, and they moved. So I got Mini Pearl there.
Got it. Wait, what happened with yesterday's game? Who won?
The Jets lost to the 49ers.
Got it. Okay.
But I'm going with the Jets. Even though it's -4, I'm definitely taking the Jets for a comeback against a very bad Tennessee team that lost to the Bears Sunday. Mike?
I'll go Tennessee.
Damn it!
Just be
You
different.
were going to do that.
Why
do you hate me so much?
I'm going to go with the Jets because I think it was Netflix or HBO just announced a 3-episode series about Mr. Aaron Rodgers. So
Really?
He's got the momentum this week.
No, I think it's Aaron Hernandez.
No. That's another one.
Oh.
No, Aaron Rodgers is a brand new show.
I have no problem with that. I'll watch that.
Gotcha.
No, Mike, you're thinking of a movie
Yeah.
about the Hernandez thing that's going to
You
air,
are
I think, on FX soon.
so well
think so.
informed. It's incredible. It really is, because you shouldn't know anything about sports.
But wait a
And
second. Why would I know about Hernandez? Come on, it's so obvious.
Was he gay?
How do you not know this?
I thought he was a murderer.
A gay football player who murders.
Oh, he
I'm
was
going
gay.
to know that story.
I see. I forgot he was gay. And why did he murder people? Because he was
Does
gay.
it really matter
Oh,
why?
I don't remember.
It's just a good story.
Right. He was a
Well,
patriot.
he was also a lot of head injuries over.
Oh, yeah,
time.
Is he still alive?
No,
Did he commit
died
suicide?
in
Yeah.
jail.
Famously committed suicide in prison.
He committed suicide in prison.
In prison, yeah.
Right. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
What is everybody picking here? Gay football player who murdered.
Jets. Gay football player in Jets.
All right. Right. Jets it is, not across the board because of Mike. He hates me. And then
You can't all pick the same thing the whole way.
we get the Bengals and the Taylor Swift game. She usually shows up at the game. She was there last Sunday.
Right, but she has
Or
a whole bunch
Thursday.
of concerts internationally between now and the election.
Right.
So I don't know if she's free on that day.
Well, she was free. It was a Thursday night, so this is a Sunday night. So
right.
you're
I just don't
probably
know
right.
her schedule off the top of my
But
head.
we all watched to see her. So I'm gonna. That's a tough one. The Bengals got beaten up by a horrible Patriots team. I'm going to take the Bengals plus the points and assume that they'll keep it close. I mean, I hate betting against KC, but what are you going to do, Mike? What are your thoughts?
I'm gonna go KC.
It's probably the smart move.
I have to go with KC
'Cause you gotta go with
because
Taylor Swift.
today that JD Harmeyer, the great JD Harmeyer from the Howard
Howard
Stern
Stern
show, was bemoaning his Bengals. So he
yeah.
was saying how poorly they're doing. So I can't go
really
with them.
are.
But I'll shout out to JD Harmeyer.
Maybe I should change my bet. It looks like everybody else is picking the Chiefs too. I don't know. This is where you lose. And finally, the Monday night game, which we may or may not be able to see if we go to bars. The Philadelphia Eagles, who were amazing. Saquon Barkley from the Jets was incredible in San Paulo, Brazil on Friday. And the Falcons just sucked it. And the Falcons can suck it again because that was my pick in my knockout pool. And now I'm out of the pool for the season. I always lose the first week. And I picked the Falcons. I don't know why. They had Kirk Cousins. That guy sucks. I'm taking the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Eagles as well.
Yeah.
I am from Philadelphia.
Oh, Scott's from Philadelphia.
I'm from Philadelphia. I'm
He's
going with
not
the
evil.
Eagles.
That's right.
And
I
it looks
forgot
like
sometimes.
this.
Looks like
And what does
everybody.
Aunt Judy say?
Aunt Judy says Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, almost completely. No.
Yeah.
They're all saying birds.
Yeah. So, and those are our picks for week 2, where they play for pay. All right. Now, last week we had a new segment where we opened a pack of football cards that were previously unopened by our guest, Nick Griffin. I don't know whether you're playing the music or not.
Are you going to start? What are we doing? The last week's pick or this week's?
Oh, yeah. Right. Because no, I didn't mean, I wasn't scolding you. Yeah. So last week we made a prediction from these cards. We're calling it the mysticism something or other.
Yeah.
And
Missed a pick.
Missed a pick. Mike, that's fucking brilliant. I love it. So let's take a look at the video. I took the video from last week. All right, so this guy, Joaquin Brisker. Well, we're gonna go all in on the Bears. Really? And I don't have headphones, but I know I said we predict the Bears and their defense to have a great game. And that is what happened. We were talking about this guy, Joaquin Brisker, who none of us knew. I don't even think he played. So since we didn't know who he was, we just predicted the Bears and the defense, and they got it done. And the defense, apparently, my friend told me, came to play. And I said, we predicted that last week. So far, we're 1-0 in the Mystic Pick. Isn't that what we called it?
Mystic Pick.
So this is exciting. This is our friend Scotty. I am going to ask you to choose a number between 1 and 8. You can choose 1 or 8 or anything in between. Randomly, what will your number be?
7.
7. I would like you to open this pack of cards and choose the 7th card out of that pack. And that, we are going to go big on that on our second week and see if this thing works. I don't know why I didn't post it. From the top.
That's 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is so exciting, right?
6.
This is great. This is 7.
Oh, nice. Perfect. This is the New Orleans Saints, Jamal Williams.
He is a friend of mine.
No, he's not.
Oh my!
What?
He's a neighbor of mine from. I have no idea who this man is. Okay.
Because I was going to say, I actually don't know who he is either. Do you know Mike?
No.
It's funny. We keep getting these guys who we don't know, and we'll look at those in a second. But we do know that the Saints were on fire this week. They're playing the Cowboys this week. So we're going big. And what is he? I
It's in the.
don't know what he is. I can't read it.
Can you see
that
right there?
You're right. Running back. He's a running back. Okay, so he's going to score an offense. So we're going big on the New Orleans Saints.
Are they even playing this week?
Yeah, they're playing the Cowboys.
Okay.
We're going big on the New Orleans Saints to beat the Cowboys, I think, in Dallas, because Scotty made this missed a pick on our show. We're planning on going 2-0. Jamal Williams, if he is indeed playing, if he's still with the team, to have a big game. And for New Orleans, I'm going to post this before the game starts, to beat Dallas.
I just hope he doesn't get arrested on the way to the stadium.
We don't know. Let me see the other.
Wait, you're not going to believe who's the first one on top. This is going to.
Oh, what? Oh, this is a legendary card. Michael Vick. Oh, I hate him so much.
Is
That's
he
the problem that they give us
still
this
around?
because he played what we would bet the Falcons.
He's gone.
No, he's totally gone.
He's
I
been-
hate it when he played for the Jets. I'm gonna rip up
Well,
that.
he-
I'm gonna rip up that card.
Hold on. It might be worth money.
Oh dear.
Whatever.
It might be our retirement.
Devontae Adams for the Raiders would have been perfect. Stephon Diggs for the Bills does not play for the Bills anymore, but I had him scoring a touchdown last week for the Texans, and that won me some money.
What are these old cards? I want some new cards.
Well, they're from last year. Mike Gesicki from the Patriots, whoever knows that is. TJ Watt from the Steelers. He still plays. In fact, he was a big factor in the game this past week against the
He's a big
Falcons.
fag? What?
No, I don't. Did I say that?
Dave.
Michael Pittman Jr. from the Colts played the Texans really tough. And Kyler Murray from the Cardinals really played the Bills tough, and they should have covered. So those were all good. But this week, we're going with Jamal Williams. So we will see where that leads us. Thank you, Scotty. Very
Jamal
exciting.
Williams, my new favorite player. And
I was really
and my
hoping
very
you really
first
knew it.
favorite player because I've never had a player before.
I'm going to put these back in here so I remember to take them.
It's not the signed one, is it?
What?
The Michael Vick card.
Signed?
Can you show it to the camera real quick?
No. Oh,
I don't think that's worth anything.
I don't think so either.
Tear it up.
There we go.
Fuck you,
Criminal.
asshole. I'll never forgive you for what you did. He can't. I know he did his time. You can't forgive that kind of cruelty to animals. Shit.
And was it the Eagles that put him back on
That was the Jets.
Oh, the Jets. I know it was green.
Yeah. Anyway.
I was seeing green.
Okay. So, Mike, can we go to the slides?
We can.
All right, Scotty. Oh, first we have a little video
Another
beforehand.
intro.
Nights that we just like to comment about.
I hope
We
I
get a
hope
wave going for Jamal. That's hilarious, Scruffy. Just to be clear, I was saying yes, please, to the slides and not Michael Vick. I understand, Anonymous. So this is Kamala Harris high-fiving some fans in Georgia last week. People are loving it.
I haven't seen that photo. That's a great photo.
Do you think she will ever wear a skirt?
This guy's not loving it.
He's not loving it?
Look at his face. He doesn't want to. He's just like, man, I've been on my feet all day.
He doesn't look like he's having
I
a good
kind of think that I have seen her in a dress or a skirt.
I mean, do they always have to wear pantsuits? Is that what you do when you're a woman running for office? Is that necessary? You can't one day just wear a skirt or something to show you're an actual woman? You have,
No,
I
she-
mean-
she's worn dresses a lot.
I've never
She has, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
I just got to mix it up, right? That's the fun of being a woman. Am I right?
you know it, my
Heyo.
friends.
Yeah, she wears pants so she can do those high kicks.
Oh, all right. What's the next one, Mike? I believe it's, I don't know what it is, actually. Oh, I think it's your favorite topic, I believe. Hunter Biden.
Okay, pardon Hunter. Pardon Hunter Biden soon. Just, I mean, fuck them for putting everyone, the Biden family through all this bullshit all these years. Pardon him.
But you don't think he's a troublemaker? I mean, look at him.
I think he's troubled.
Yeah.
But Joe doesn't need this bullshit in his life.
Well, I agree.
He's been
with that,
through
but,
way too much.
I mean, this guy just seems like he just asking for trouble all the time, this Hunter.
You know what? Big deal.
I'm with you 100%. I used to say
President
with,
Biden deserves it.
Okay. I like it. I like your take on it. I like your hot take on it. To the next one, Mike, please. And this is, of course, the Pope in Indonesia, which look at these people going nuts. Because can you imagine you're living in Indonesia? You're part of the I mean, how excited. People get so excited to meet the Pope.
Yeah.
I would be included in that. I can't deny. Even
I
being Jewish,
was
I would love to meet the
I was
Pope.
at the Vatican this summer with my family.
You were?
And we were looking for I was there. You know what day it was? The day that all the comedians were there.
Oh, right. Yeah, we
It
showed
was
that picture.
all the comedians and the Gorstein family were there.
Wow.
the same
Oh, that's
day.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
there were some great pictures.
And it was sort of amazing because, we did the whole Vatican, the tour, went to see the Sistine Chapel, then we went to see St. Basilica's cathedral, Basilica. And then I kept thinking, wow, we easily could have run into Whoopi Goldberg
Yeah. By the
or
way,
the J- or the
everybody's agreeing
Jimmies.
with your Biden thing on the
Good.
So Aunt Judy
Good.
said, "I know." Aunt Judy met the Pope in a private meeting. I remember that. Yeah,
Wow.
I'll never forget that. I'm like, "What? What?" Aunt Judy was like, "Yeah, I met the Pope. Don't worry about it." It's pretty cool. Now look at this. Not a conviction. Yeah, I agree with that. The next one, please. Oh, well, this one's sad, but I just wanted to tell everybody this is the shooting in Georgia. The weird part is I was talking about this in my podcast. My niece teaches there at that school. She's fine, but it's so weird. I had her on my podcast. She's really funny.
Dave.
She, it's never come close because they're always the southern schools. We don't know anybody in there. But yeah, my sister told me. I didn't realize that. She was teaching in there.
Well, I don't know if you heard much about this case. What happened yesterday when
No.
they found out? The Washington Post did an article that the mom
Drove down there, right, or something?
No, she had called the school a half an hour before the shooting because she knew something was up. Then the administrators, they couldn't find the student, or they found the wrong one.
Because
So-
I wanted to know about the end of that because I heard she called. She said
She speaks to the counselor, that she'd spoken to before, saying, "Listen, I think there is an emergency about to happen." The counselor then goes to find the student, but they find another student with the very, very similar name.
that's the stupidest
take
thing I've ever. How could they
That
not know?
student out. They took out the wrong student to go speak with them, and a half an hour goes by, and then the shooting occurred.
That's such a horrible breakdown. I don't understand how they don't know this guy was already questioned by the FBI.
Right.
The school has a red flag. The kids know that he's got long. I mean, come on.
They-
Are you fucking? That's what happened. They took out the wrong kid. They fucked up that bad. That is pathetic. I didn't know that. I'm just glad they're charging the father. I'm
Right.
very happy about this new kind of thing they're doing.
Now today.
I mean, this father deserved it. He
Okay.
gave him the guns, everything about it. Yes, please tell
Okay,
me
so
what else,
today what happened is the video from the FBI visit about 12 months earlier. That video is now online. You can watch the FBI or the officer speak to the
with
dad
the body cams.
and the student on their front porch.
Wow.
So wait till you see the father's demeanor.
Well, what is it hard? He's like, get lost, FBI.
No,
Because that's
it's
what
not.
it seemed like in just
But
the
he's
article.
literally like takes a chair and he's sitting on his front porch drinking a beer, talking, or
Oh,
not
Jesus
what looks to be a
Christ.
beer. I don't know what it is.
Well,
but
good riddance then that he's going to
talking,
jail.
sitting there talking to the officer. And I'm like, why are you sitting down at a time like that?
Right.
It's just
Your son is being accused of, right. It's just so bad. Everything about it is bad. And now that you're telling me that last part where the mother was calling, and then I heard got in the car and tried to drive down there.
Well, then she just started driving. She doesn't live there,
did
so
the
she's
school
200
fuck
miles
that?
away.
Oh,
So
I didn't know she was 200 miles away.
it's not about her driving there. It's about her making the phone call in
Wait,
advance.
why was he living with the father? Is she a moron or something? That
She
never
had
happened.
been arrested
Oh, boy.
for both domestic violence and drug paraphernalia that they found in her
So this kid
car
didn't
at
have a
some
chance.
point.
The father's obviously
No.
an idiot.
But the most interesting interview is with the mother's father, the grandfather, who lays it all out. And he lays all the blame on the dad and says it was the dad who got his daughter, the son's mother, addicted to drugs.
Wow, what a prick.
Wait, it gets worse. The father is addicted to opioids, as it seems. So both the parents have been, committed. I don't know,
Wow.
maybe committed crimes in order to support these drug habits. But we're just talking such a bad situation from top to bottom.
A week later, just said he loves the little boy from FBI. Get a life, FBI. That's get a life, Jews. That's from a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. It's a classic. There it is. See? It makes me laugh when I'm down. I play that scene. It's a little gay kid. He's 9. You ever see the episode?
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna do sewing machine. I'm gonna do maybe in St. Louis.
Yes.
Like with a mod. He's like, thank you, Larry. You saw that one?
It's from a
from a
number
long
of
time
years
ago.
ago, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
excellent.
Oh, and I asked Susie Esmond, I'm like, that kid, is he gay or is he the greatest actor of our
ever.
time?
No, he's
And
gay.
she goes, oh, he's so gay.
Put gay kids on television. They're funny as fuck.
I agree 100%. I'm all with you on that. Let's go to the next one. Get out of this.
You need a TV show where it's all black teenagers and gay teenagers.
Yeah.
That's the best thing ever.
Wait. The black part. No.
Whoa.
Black teenagers and gay teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the next picture.
Okay. Oh wait, what is that?
No, that was the school.
Oh,
This is in what is it, Venezuela. There was a blackout.
Mm.
So they had a truck. It's just so funny. It's
Because
such a
you need
sign
your
of the
phone.
times.
You
I
need-
know you do, but it's just that they had a truck that was charging everybody's phones. It's kind of funny. It's just it is necessary, but you would not see this picture in the 80s.
No.
It's just kind of interesting. God, we think about September 11th coming up. Remember the blackout too, right? I mean, that was 2003. Whole city was blacked out. Everybody always walks up to my neighborhood when things happen because everything happens down here.
Was it
I don't know.
that far much later?
It was 2 years later.
It was 2 years later. Okay, so it was summer. It was
I think
July or August.
It was August 14th. It was the
Okay.
day after my birthday
Mm.
because once again, I had a quality birthday. I think it was my 39th birthday. I had a great time, great night. And then all of a sudden I was like, why isn't anybody calling to say what a great night they had? I was so pissed. And then, people's toilets weren't working too. That was
I
a
was in
problem.
Maine, so I
Let's go to the next one.
didn't have to deal with it.
Yeah, so these are in the Philippines. They had a typhoon, and these are two dogs talking about like, so should we get out of here? Or...
Yeah.
I just like when dogs are communicating with each other. We know they're talking. We just don't know exactly what they're saying.
Well,
Hey,
they're
your
worried.
master's an idiot too, right? If we moved to the U.S., we wouldn't have these problems.
Oh, sure,
right?
because nothing ever happens.
Well, that's
there.
why I'm saying the smart dog is like, no, I think it happens there too. He doesn't know. The other one doesn't know. He's sitting in the water like that. He's like, can I come in? What's the next one, Mike? Oh yeah, that's a soccer match in Brazil where the NFL was playing. I mean, it's just so funny. They love their goddamn soccer there. It's so weird that we don't care for it here.
Wow.
They're going nuts.
The one guy voting for the other team.
They're all dressed. They're all wearing the jersey.
Isn't that incredible?
Every single one of them. Mike, did you see that?
And that is coming here to North America
Oh,
2025
for the World Cup,
Yeah,
yeah.
the World Cup.
But they're
In
playing
New York,
matches.
The final will be at the Meadowlands.
yeah.
It's insane. They're playing matches everywhere. Mexico,
Right,
Canada, and here.
right.
The final is going to be sick. I want to move
Yeah.
out of town that day. Or rent my apartment for a lot of money.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
not a horrible plan either. What's the next one, Mikey? Yes, this is the U.S. Open. That is Arina Sabalenka, who beat Jessica Pegula in the final at the U.S. Open on Saturday. I was getting into Jessica Pegula. I was finding her a little bit attractive. They had her on a lot of shows, and she was at least very well spoken, and I liked her. She had a good personality about her, but I don't know whether you know this, but if you go to the next one, Mike, yeah, she's in Forbes because her parents are billionaires, and her parents, if you go to the next one, are these two that own the Buffalo fucking Bills.
Oh,
So
wow.
you know what? But you know what the funny thing is Terry and Kim Pegula. This makes sense because most tennis players, you would think, besides the Williams sisters, grow up with tennis is a rich person's game.
It is.
It makes sense that they would have trainers and time and all this. That because I think before the final, she was playing another American. And I think her parents were billionaires. So it makes sense. It's just they're really billionaires. They own a sporting team and, their daughter
True, but
kicks some ass.
okay, but at the end of the day, no matter how rich you are, unless you have that innate talent, like
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. And she was obviously very talented. And I like that she was talking when her hair is down. She looked kind of pretty. If you go to the next picture, and she was 10 times better than the woman that won it a couple years ago. This horrible Naomi Osaka. She stinks.
no,
She can't use a sentence. Yeah, she won. She just is not fun at winning.
Oh.
She's not good on a talk show.
Oh, I see.
And it's annoying.
But I don't think she's won in a little while. Though.
No, she has. I think she had a mental breakdown.
Dave, she was deaf.
What?
No.
Oh, then I would have felt bad. Now I got something for you.
Okay.
A couple of slides. If you go to the next one.
Men's tennis.
Nope.
Oh,
This is
Lady Gaga in Venice.
How did you know who that was? I'm kidding, and you got it exactly right. It's Lady Gaga at the Venice
for the Joker sequel?
Hi, Lou. Yes, for the Joker sequel, they were at the Venice
So
Venice Film
she's-
Festival.
Do you have a photo of the full dress? She's wearing.
Yes, no, I don't. The next
Oh.
picture is her and Joaquin, but
Okay.
not in the full dress. She's just dressed. They're
Right.
actually dressed normally there. I don't understand it.
That must have been another. That must have been the press call or something like that. But she was wearing. But back to the other slide, she was wearing a beautiful Dior dress. I'm not sure what that is. I'm sure it's Dior as well. But yeah, unfortunately, just it's an amazing dress. But
Well, I have a couple of other dresses for you today.
okay.
That's Julianne Moore and Tilda Swinton.
Swinton, yeah.
I don't know
Not
why
sure what
they're
movie.
together.
Oh, they're doing a movie together.
Are they? Because they
Yeah.
just look like a couple. I thought they were a couple.
I think they're doing. No, they're doing a movie together. I can't remember.
Is
what
it
is
another
now.
lesbian movie? I'm just saying Julianne Moore keeps playing lesbians all the time, so I just assume
Give her all the Oscars. I don't care. She's wonderful.
she is wonderful. She
Except
really is.
don't give her Glenn Close's Oscar. We need to get Glenn Close an Oscar.
I have
and you
no
know that,
problems
Dave.
not getting her one.
Come
No,
on now.
No,
Come on.
She stinks. In
Yeah, she does not stink.
Makes me angry.
Reversal
worst part
Fortune.
of the
She's
movie.
amazing in that
She's
movie.
the worst part of the film.
No,
Not her fault. It just
No.
slows up the film,
She's
which
incredible.
Jeremy Irons did win an
She's
Oscar
slow-
for
she's-
because he was incredible.
She talks slow because she's being drugged.
I
to death.
know. He did not. You're taking his side. You're a very strange man. You have no idea.
That's such
I
a
would
good
like
movie.
my own individual order of ginger prawns.
Such a great movie.
Yes, such a good movie. Mike, did you stop because we were talking, or were you looking for? He was hooking you up.
Oh, great!
I knew he was up to something good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
How do you like that?
That's a beautiful
That's the dress you were talking. That is a beautiful dress, and it's a little besides the headdress, toned down for her.
Is
which
it going for a Batman theme?
Yes, the Joker.
I guess.
Oh,
So.
you think she's going for a Batman kind of look?
That's kind of like Batty years.
Is she playing Harley Quinn? Is that the thing?
That sounds right.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That Joker movie, I didn't really care for her,
It-
but everybody else seemed.
I
to love
did
it.
love Joker, the first one, but this one's getting bad reviews.
Well, I didn't like it. The first.
Oh,
one.
the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually and the Joker is always my favorite character.
And Joaquin is just a phenomenal actor.
He really is. He
Yeah.
really is. So
I'll watch it just to see him.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'll definitely watch it. I mean, I'll watch it to see her. See
Well,
what she's
yeah,
doing.
and she has a great, thriving Hollywood career.
Yeah, apparently
which most pop stars, other
I
than
agree,
Barbra
Lou.
Streisand,
that orange
you know,
gold
don't
dress
have.
ain't the best. Yeah, they don't have it. Yeah, Madonna didn't.
Madonna
They
didn't.
put
There
her
you
in
go.
stuff anyway, but yeah,
Cher stopped. Well, Cher did.
Cher did.
Until
Cher
Cher
won an Oscar.
stopped.
Yeah,
But why'd she stop?
I don't know. She's Cher. She can do whatever she wants. What's the next one, Mike? Angelina Jolie didn't even recognize her.
Really?
Did not recognize
the
her.
movie is. I think it's just called Maria, as in Maria
Oh.
Callas. And
She's still beautiful.
yeah,
Still
I mean,
beautiful.
She looks great.
I wasn't sure. I didn't look like her at first. I don't know why. I guess maybe she looked a little older. I thought her hair was more grayer. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
She's that thin.
Yeah.
She's always been that thin. Yeah.
Oh, but that's when you see the hand. That's how you know when a woman's older. You know, it's like they're when they,
And Dave, if you look on the left, see that arm as well.
yeah.
Very
Oh,
thin.
that's the ring. Thank God.
I was
Boy.
looking at the wrist.
Jeez,
like,
it's like a skeleton. That's awful.
Yeah. She has Skeletor hands. That's not good.
Oh, well, that is not good. I never noticed that. No wonder she's not smiling. What's the next one? I think the next one
Oh, yeah.
is.
Lou. Yeah, I think that's why Lou.
Oh, okay. So that's what it is. Thanks, Lou.
I didn't.
Who's Lou? Do you know her?
Yeah, she's.
so
She's what?
She wrote that book about soldier roles. She's been on Bennington a few times.
Oh, cool.
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, I like her. That's why I put this picture out.
Well,
I think she's.
I don't
I
think
think
she's
she's
a movie out. She was getting a
77 or something.
she was getting a Lifetime Achievement Award.
But now, yeah, is that true? And
Yeah.
she deserves one too.
Yeah, this
Remember,
was the
she
very
started
beginning of the
Annie
festival.
Hall. She was in goddamn Annie Hall.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It looks like he's gonna go work at Disney right now.
That's what it looks like. It looks like she's on the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the best outfit.
But she still looks great. If she's almost 80, she looks terrific.
Oh yeah.
And she's a great actress.
Never won an Oscar.
No, and she was nominated multiple times in the same
Yeah.
year. You know.
Yeah.
So what's the next one, Mike? Oh, this is what I wanted to ask you about. This is obviously Daniel Craig and Rachel Weisz, but they're
Yeah.
on the queer carpet. What does that mean?
Oh, well, the name
Queer
of the
red
movie's
carpet.
called Queer, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was. What's the movie?
Isn't that the Luca Guadagnino, Timothy's director from Call Me by Your Name?
It's another gay movie.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna have to sit through it. That Call Me by Your Name. I'm sorry, that was a little too gay.
The best movie, right?
Too gay.
Best movie. What?
Sorry, it's just too
What
gay.
do you mean? How can it be too gay?
There was like kissing and stuff with boys. I don't like it.
You only likes it when it's full penetration.
It's all right. It was too much. It was a little too much. It was a little over the top for me.
Wait do you see porn? That's going to be too much.
Was it? Oh, porn? Oh, yeah. No, that's. I'm sorry. I don't care. I just don't. This is hard to watch for me. That's all.
Real quick,
I enjoyed the performances. What'd you say, Mike?
Oh, I thought this was Harvey Keitel when it first came up.
I
it's
could see
Daniel
that.
Craig. It's the beautiful Daniel Craig. I love him.
And they live in Brooklyn, don't they?
And whose husband? Who was she married to before that he stole? Was it Aronofsky?
Darren Aronofsky. You mean they were
married?
together? Rachel Weisz
Was with somebody else
Oh, I don't remember
before
that.
Daniel Craig
I don't
married her. What's the next one, Mike?
1 second. Sorry. Yeah, it was Darren Aronofsky.
Oh yeah, it's it was
Winona.
Darren Aronofsky. Thank you. This
This
is Winona.
and that movie's Beetlejuice.
Don't. Okay, just be careful. Don't say it the third time.
Okay.
Well,
That's what it's called.
It's just so funny now. I'm assuming she's dressed for the movie, but I mean, she still looks really pretty.
She's
but
not
I hate
allowed to
that
have
dress.
pockets anymore.
What?
She's not allowed to have pockets.
Oh, she's
Oh,
not.
that's funny.
What is it?
He's making a joke. Come on.
Oh no, I thought maybe there was a thing.
Well, there was a thing. That's why she's not allowed to have pockets anymore.
But she still looks really pretty.
But Mike, you know what's interesting about that? That was so long ago. Most people won't even remember.
That's why I
that
didn't. So it
anymore.
was a thing.
Don't you remember she got
No.
arrested for shoplifting?
Oh, God, that was so long ago. I did
Yeah.
forget. Oh, what a crazy person.
That was probably over 25 years
She still
ago.
I think
looks
so,
good.
yeah.
She's still
It
around.
was sometime in the
Yeah.
90s.
That was
Right.
like Reality Bites era. I think.
Yeah.
Just-
What's the next one? I think it's Jenna Ortega, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I love that they're playing mother and daughter. It makes so much sense.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
same
Jenna
movie.
Ortega, but I hate this outfit. I hate it. She should not be wearing red ever.
Where does the outfit and the wait, is that the carpet or is that the outfit? It's all looks exactly
Wait.
the same.
Yeah, why would you wear red on the red carpet? If you go to the next one, she looks much cuter in this picture, which I think she's just dressed down a little bit, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah. She's a cutie. I mean, that's a stupid outfit too, but I like her and I'm very excited to see that movie.
Mm.
Very excited. And if you go to the next one, here's most of the reason I'm excited. I fucking love this guy. Look how goddamn cool he is.
Well, he looks great.
He looks
That's
great. I don't know why he's apparently changing his name. Is that gonna be a Lies Outlive that Michael Keaton has outlived his last name? Michael Douglas. Well, I mean, if your name is what are you doing? You're my hero. Why are you doing this? Michael Keaton is a cool name.
I think he's mentioned it. If you read it into the article, I think he was just going to start using it in the credits.
Like his driver's
only,
license?
something. Yeah.
But that's so stupid. There's already a legendary Michael Douglas.
That's his real name. That's why.
I know. But, I get it if it was something else like Michael Paul or something. I don't know. Michael Douglas, there's already one and has already won an Oscar.
If I'm a big studio, I'm not allowing that.
Yeah, exactly. What's the matter with him? He's so cool and he's back after all those years of nonsense. Whatever. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Which, yes, is The Lies Outlives. This is the legendary July 21st, 2024. That's why I saw 1.7 million views.
That's a lot. Yeah.
And that is the legendary one at 1:50 p.m., beating something by 1 minute or two, I think.
What does that reply mean? This tweet needs to be saved for future generations. DPQ.
Yeah, that's why I was saying some of the people that were writing.
DPQs mean? DPQs.
I don't know, but I mean, I knew it was a compliment. Everybody, and you always respond. So if you go down, Mike,
yeah, sometimes
Liza, you've done it again. How are you so on the pulse? We keep going down. Hard work. See, he answers everybody. This is exactly the account I expected to find out from. Thank you. People love it. They love it. And they love that they were able to find out this information from this account.
Okay,
it's so
but
great.
again,
you're not gonna take the compliment.
I am going to take the compliment,
All right.
but I had a lot of
You're
good
angry.
things going on my side that day, especially.
I get it. What is the matter with you? This is an amazing thing we're
No,
doing. You seem like you're making it not a great thing. We
It
know. We understand it takes luck as well. But listen, this is a miracle.
And I also want to shout out people that send me ideas.
Yep.
And my friend Jay Blotcher, who always helps me out with some various wording if I don't know the right word and helps me craft them. So, hi Jay, if you're listening. I'm sure
Jay
he's not,
Blotcher?
but yeah, you know Jay,
I
right?
never liked him.
Stop
I never
it.
trusted him.
Stop it. Stop it.
Well, I know Alan always has trouble with him all the time.
Oh, God.
We go to the next one, but I've known him for a long, long time.
Oh, okay. Well, Jay helps me.
The next
a
one
lot.
I think is right. It continues. Who in the world do you know to get these scoops?
Where did
And
someone
he's
say
like
that?
the best people.
Oh, that's a
I
good
heard
line.
it from you first, and
That's
you
a
write.
good
But I
line.
love that you write back to everybody. Excellent. Thank you for being
Well,
my only trusted news source.
I
got
this.
you. You are America's finest news source. Amen to that. I mean, even his replies are awesome.
Well, listen, I do reply because I have to keep it going, and that helps the.
No, you don't have to explain. This is great.
You know, sometimes when I do an excellent or an amen to that, I will literally get like hundreds of likes on that. This one I didn't.
Well, you obviously know how it works, so it is
Yeah.
cool hearing you explain the process. I just don't want you to take it lightly or just say, "Oh, I didn't really do anything." No, I love that you're saying you need to reply because it keeps it going.
By the way,
I never even thought about.
You know
that.
what we didn't even talk about? One of the reasons I was so fast here is I was prepared. I have a lot of things in drafts. You know, news items I think are about to happen.
Right.
I'll start working on it. I wrote myself a note. I have a really good one to do for Thursday, which I'll tell you when we get off the air.
Ooh.
But I have to draft it. It has to be written very well, but it's very funny and something.
So it's ready to go if it happens.
Yes.
Love it. That's what the New York Times does with
Absolutely.
obituaries.
Well, I guess I'm like the New York Times is what you're saying.
Better than the New York Times.
Oh, Dave.
Go to the next one. I think, another one here. So, right, this was how this is yesterday. Liza Minnelli has learned about.
Can I talk about the Sergio Mendes for a moment?
Right, this is the stuff where this is just a bunch of them. Barron Trump College. This is how I found out about Oasis. Yeah, to talk about.
Sergio Mendes was an experiment for me because I have a lot of followers in Brazil. But about a week ago, Twitter ceased working.
Oh, right, you even have that at the bottom.
So I kind of wanted to test it out, and I knew if I didn't get many likes, I suppose, with Sergio Mendes, they would actually tell me, yeah, it's really dead in Brazil. So that was why.
Well, do you feel that it worked? Because I see that has 78, 81. The other ones have thousands of. So is that the reason? Or?
Well, Sergio Mendes was from Brazil.
No, I understand, but I'm saying the likes. Did your theory work?
Yes,
you feel that it worked,
right? Because Sergio Mendes, being a Brazilian musician, that would have done much better if Twitter was still up and running.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So if you scroll up, Mike, you'll see the last one.
Okay. But that last one, August 30th, they hadn't canceled it yet.
Oh.
So that's when the news was breaking, where I said Liza Minnelli has outlived Twitter X being available in Brazil. The country's Supreme Court suspended it after Elon Musk refused to appoint a legal representative, a requirement to operate way too much. That should have been shorter. But most of the people there that interacted with that tweet were from Brazil.
Interesting.
And then I even started replying in Portuguese to some people.
Wow. That's incredible.
Because I wanted to keep it going.
Yeah, no, that's smart. It's really interesting. I think that's the last slide.
Yeah.
But is it, Mike?
And then, of course, that one about Oasis that you read about.
Oh, DBQ is. Oh, I put this on for you.
Oh.
DBQ is database questions that may be on the AP US history.
Oh.
What?
Oh, thank you, Marcy.
Oh, Marcy's a teacher, so that's true. I thought somebody was making a joke, and I saw.
No, I see what she's saying. Thank you.
Well, these guys are incredible. You know, they just want to help the guests. They like everybody. They hate me, but they like you. But I put this on for you. I mean,
well, you know.
I mean, this is why it all happened. This is your love of these two women got you to where you are with this incredible account.
The Lord and Savior.
That's right. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of these shows. I teach a Broadway class at my mother's home, and I put a lot, since she had a lot of Broadway stars, Ethel Merman, Ray Bolger, all these people on her TV show. Later, I use a lot of the clips from it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's Mike.
Real quick, Scruffy sent this as well.
Oh,
wow.
reunion we wanted.
Oh, me and Colin.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Yeah, we got to bring Colin back. I always forget about him. Actually, I don't forget about him. I ask him sometimes, and then he just doesn't write back. So I might have.
Oh, and Heartbreak Kid, you're like the way it's been out of print since 2002 on DVD, but it's also owned by Bristol Myers Squibb. So that might be one of the reasons why it's never going to be streaming, because they don't really care about it.
Okay, but maybe I can go on like eBay and then find the DVD though.
Yeah, it's available on Amazon, although a lot of them might be bootleg versions. Also, they keep like everything is always the remake.
Right.
So
yeah, I know. With Ben Stiller, that one I saw multiple
Oh,
times. Go figure.
okay.
That's not bad. Michelle Monaghan. And
No, what I want to
Machen,
watch. I want to
but
watch
it's not
the
the
Elaine
same.
May one.
No, I guess it's not.
There is someone who uploaded it to YouTube, so it's up there right now.
Oh.
So you can also watch it there until it gets taken down.
That's,
thank you.
You know, I pray for those YouTube ones. That's what I use for my classes all the time. I'm always hoping they're illegally up there. I shouldn't have said that while we're alive. Anyway, that is our show for today. When are we? Oh, good.
Yeah,
We
we're
did.
good.
Okay, Scotty, is there anything you can tell us? I know you can't tell us about the big thing.
Okay.
Is there anything you can tell us that will be coming out tomorrow or the next week that maybe you could share, like a possibility of something? I know you don't want to, there's something right here on the air.
I'll just
would be
look
exciting.
for something that I'm going to talk about this Thursday. I am going to put it in because I know this event is happening. And I'm just going to say it's something to do with Britney Spears.
She's going to die.
I love it.
And,
I love
and-
it.
And people can find that if they follow me at Liza Outlives on Twitter.
Liza Outlives on Twitter, meaning Liza Minnelli Outlives on Twitter. One of the greatest sites ever created by this man right here.
And they can follow me at Scott Gorenstein if they want.
Right.
But follow Liza. Follow Liza.
Yes. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank
so
you. This is fun. I'm excited to find out if I and my football picks.
I know, isn't that the funny thing? Or this, this card in here.
Oh, he's my hero now.
Jamal Williams.
Oh.
So thank you so much for coming, Mike. We will be away for a while. Mike's going to be away for about 3 weeks. I'm going on vacation in the 4th week, but I'm going to try and take a plane and make it here in time. So we just don't know, but we'll of course be on, but we'll be remote. Mike, why exactly are you leaving? Is because you are going to Vegas and performing there? Yes.
Yeah, the 24th through the 29th, I'll be in Vegas. I'll be doing some shows there. I'll be part of Skankfest, and then on the 28th, I'll be at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club as well.
So the 24th, you wouldn't be here next Tuesday.
No, I'm leaving on Saturday. I'll be in Texas that week.
Right, gotcha. Okay.
Soon,
But we'll always, of course, be here, just not in this beautiful studio.
Mhm.
But, I got plenty of remote guests lined up from California, the ones that can't come here. So we'll be fine. And we do love this room. We love the studio. We love our guests.
Thank you for having me. This was great fun. Thank you both.
It was so much fun. Listen to Just Gal in the City, and obviously the Comedy Tuesday, Comedy Cellar Tuesdays with me and Mike. And thumbs up. What did he say? Weekly thumbs
Smash
up.
the subscriber
Smash
button.
the subscribe button. Is that good?
I mean, that's yeah.
Hi, Catalina. I didn't see you were here today. Aunt Judy says we love Vegas. And Catalina said, Mike, take care in Vegas. If Hangover movies are accurate, that place is crazy because she's from Chile. Anyway, don't forget about New Orleans Saints this week. And anyways, we'll see you next week. We'll see what happens with Scotty's incredible, whatever he knows.
On Thursday. On Thursday.
Not right. So Thursday starts. I thought you were going to talk about the Dolphins and the Bills, but no. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Tonight was a great show. I'm really happy about it, and I'm leaving on a really good note. Good night.